What's up, guys? Philip here, and I am back in the garage to take y'all along with me for my SSB Saturday. I did not film the one from last week. I did do it, but wasn't super exciting. I'm on a cut right now, and I've reduced my calories in my consumption of my food, so I just don't have the same pop and the same energy that I usually do. And so on today, I decided to not go super heavy. I just went up to 3 plates on each side, which is 330 on this SSB. And I wanted to do it for some sets of 8. So I did 2 sets of 8 kind of as my top set with 330, and they felt okay. I mean, they were absolutely brutal. Still trying to adhere to my 2 breaths max at the top of each rep or in between reps. And all things considered, guys, I'm really happy with how my depth looks on these. I have notoriously bad hips, notoriously stiff hips, and I have stretched them out so much. I mean, I have a routine that I actually have on my channel for what I do before my actual deadlift and squat sessions, guys, but I have to do a lot just to get close to parallel. So with that considered, I mean, the depth on these is pretty good in my opinion. But did 2 sets of 8 on 330, and then I went down to 290 because at that point I was absolutely smoked. I handle the first few sets okay on a cut, but once I start to get into set 3 and 4, especially if I've pushed the other ones really hard, I just don't have the same, the same reserve at that point, and those third and fourth sets just really kind of take a nosedive. But yeah, I had to drop it down quite a bit, and this felt almost as heavy as those 330s did, but worked through them. Just doing the best I can with the energy stores that I do have, and just not getting frustrated when you're slightly weaker due to a cut. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It's not the weight that you're losing, it's the energy and the carbs that you don't have. The calories that you don't have. So just remember that it's kind of a temporary thing. And you're going to regain most of that kind of strength and pop back when you kind of equalize out in calories. I'll make a brief video on that eventually. I'm not an expert on that or anything, but I have done a few cuts because I like to eat. So periodically I do kind of cut back and drop a few pounds. But you saw how slow that 240 moved. It was a tough one, guys. And I kind of took that as my cue to move on. But 4 working sets on that, on SSBs. I'm happy with that. And I didn't do a deadlift day this week, so I went ahead and jumped onto a hip hinge accessory, and this is a stiff leg deadlift. Ended up working up to 455 for a triple. Not the most I've done, but all things considered, I mean, after that brutal SSB session and, on a calorie deficit, I'm happy with a triple with this. So just showing you guys that right now. And the single prong belt made kind of an appearance here. That's the first belt I ever got from Pioneer. It's an absolutely fantastic belt. I love Pioneer. I love them and Belt Fed, and I recommend them both. But after that, I took the belt off and I did 405 for a set of 8 beltless. And the way I'm doing these is almost like a Spoto press for a deadlift. You pause it about an inch off the ground, and you see I accidentally tapped the ground a few times because I had a problem kind of figuring out where the ground was on these. But the idea is to pause kind of in the bottom range, but have it off the ground so that weight is still on you. And it's really good for, stiff legs mainly. I guess you could do it on regular deadlifts, but when I do stiff legs, I like to do it this way. So just after that set of 405 for 8, I moved down to 315 because the 405 was pretty tough. And I just wanted to get a little bit of extra volume in and not tax myself too badly. So I'm doing the same thing, kind of pausing the reps right off the ground, about an inch, half inch off the ground, and then standing up with it. And guys, if you haven't tried these, try these if you do stiff legs. They're absolutely brutal. They will light you up like a Christmas tree. So after that, I moved on to a kind of single leg pistol squat off of my AB 5200, and I was absolutely gassed at this point. I had kind of nothing left, but I wanted to get a little bit of a squatting type accessory in. And so I went to these. I hung a resistance band over my pull-up bar and under my armpits to kind of give me a little bit of assistance since I was so tired at this point. But after that, I did 4 sets of this, just kind of whatever I could get, but did some casts, and that was the workout, guys. So any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you guys later.